Well, it's another little Tom's take. I've been working on this Chrysler here. Put the hood on it. You can see. Anyway, we were talking about AI. And last time we talked about its goals are not yours. This time, I want to tell you a little more about this AI. We went over that it's giving you predictions, things like this. One thing, if you got it responding right and you got it communicating right, and you're happy with all that, the thing needs experience. Uh, the only experience it's got is records of your chats. And it'll try to remember what it can of that. It'll try to find your user preferences and everything on automatic. But you're going to have to train this thing, okay? You can look at it like a little kid. You're going to have to teach it. You're going to have to make a lens for it. You're going to have to tell it to keep in its notes. You're going to have to keep it in its memory or something, but you're going to have to train this thing. It's an apprentice. Now, if I was having an apprentice work on my car here, I'd hand him a tool and I'd say, take this off and do that. That's what you got to do with your AI. Once you've got it, a personality for it, or whatever, no matter how many millions of prompts you put in the thing, it's still untrained, and you're going to have to train it. So the first thing that you want to train it on is your communication preferences. I want fast answers. I don't care if they're right or wrong. I want them fast. Or check everything 3 times and don't tell me anything unless it's true. And then let it try that a couple times and then correct it. Say, no, you just gave me a list of XYZ and I told you I wasn't interested in XYZ. And tell it to remember that, and it will. And, you know, I don't know how many hours that I've spent training mine. I guess everything from the beginning was me training it. But I'm sure I got probably 300 hours in here, 350, a lot. I'm that way. I get into things and I really get into them until I understand them. And sometimes when I understand them, I drop them like flies. Yeah, that wasn't any fun. But so I spent hundreds of hours teaching this AI. Of course, I was getting information from it too, but I was learning about it. It was learning about me. You know, I told you a story. It sent me on a 2-day goose chase looking for a Jaguar heat air conditioner valve. It was in the first place that it suggested anyway. It just had grease on it and I couldn't see it. So it's learned a little bit about me, kind of answers that I want. I don't need to be reminded every 15 minutes of, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So you're going to have to take some time, talk to your AI, and give it some data. You've got to train it. It was trained on trillion gigabytes of data out there in the whole world, but it didn't have any from you. So it's going to tell you what the whole world thinks. And you don't really particularly care what the whole world thinks. You want to know what's important to you. So you got to train it. You got to tell it what's important to you. Give me a truthful answer, even if I don't like it. You see. So tell it it's okay to tell you I don't know, but the thing is, you have to work with it. You have to see its behavior, see what it does, try to figure out what it was, and then tell it, you know, this is not the behavior that I want you to do. I don't want you to be always helpful and always friendly. I don't want you to laugh at all of my jokes, or I do want you to laugh at all of my jokes. Ha ha ha. And it'll do that. But it won't know what you want until you tell it what you want, and you're going to have to train it. And whether you like it or not, you're going to have to sit there and interact with it for I don't know how long or what you want to get it trained for, but that's what you have to do. You have to train this thing or never know what you want.